As the citizens of a democratic India, it is our duty to go and vote every 5 years and bring in the change we want.
I have been voting all my life, but nothing has changed. Seriously, how will the vote of one person affect anything in this country?
Michael Moore had said, democracy is not a spectator sport, it's a participatory event. If we do not participate in it, it ceases to be a democracy.
I see, but beyond voting, how can I participate in my democracy?
To help you do that, we have developed a continuous annual evaluation of the work done by your councillor. But how do we do it? We pick up the most important parts from their past, their present, and their perception amongst the masses. Their past helps us understand their basic education, their criminal background, and the status of their PAN card. Their present helps us understand how involved the councillor is in the problems of his or her people. Is he aware about your problems? Is he helping you to solve them? Is he paying attention to the citizen complaints? Is he using the fund's money in the right place? These are the questions we try to answer and score the councillor on while evaluating his present. The most important role of a councillor is to deliberate and discuss the problems of his or her citizens and help them solve it. He is expected to raise the maximum number of questions in the forum where he is selected, make sure that these questions are relevant and important, analyze the citizen complaints and deliberate the most on these common citizen issues. The perception helps us understand what the citizens think of their councillor. Why is understanding this so important? It's because this parameter helps us to understand what the citizens think of the quality of services provided by the councillor. This is important because the quality of services provided by the councillor is directly correlated to the work done by him.
But how can I use this report card?
This report card is the mirror to your performance as a councillor. Everything that you do and that you don't is shown through this report card. And once you understand your rank and the reasons behind it, it gives you an opportunity to correct yourself, improve yourself, and work on the issues that you might have overlooked.
It's an evaluation for them, but how can we, the citizens, use this report card?
Elections are held every 5 years in our country. There are lots of promises made before and after every elections. But what happens in between these 5 years? Do your representatives work well? Do they perform the duties assigned to them by the Constitution of India? Do they remember their promises? Through this report card, that is what we intend to remind them. This report card, like any other, scores them on various subjects and gives them a final rank. And to score the best, they will have to work the best. This report card is analyzed every year and hence keeps our representative under a continuous check.
But how can we keep a check on them? These are the people in power. Are we even allowed to interfere with their work?
No, these are not the people in power. These are the people with an opportunity to serve. Problems will not be solved as long as we keep distinguishing the we from the them. It's us. We need to work with each other. For example, if you have scattered garbage on the roads in your area, until and unless you go and file a complaint, nothing will be done. Once the complaint is filed, the corporation will have to provide you with more dustbins. The councillor will have to constantly ensure that the corporation is doing its job. Further, you will have to stop your littering habits, and that is how together we will solve our problem. So yes, you are allowed to interfere because it's your duty to see if your representative is doing his job. The Constitution of India at its birth promised us justice, liberty, equality, and a fraternity. We gifted this constitution to ourselves, and today we are the caretakers of our constitution, and it is our responsibility to make sure that we together make this country what its forefathers envisioned it to be, the country of its people.